You remember Geekvr's Headstrap? We reviewed it quite a while back, and I didn't like it because it squeezed the temples of my big head. But I had John try it, I had Nat try it. They both were comfortable. It had a swappable battery, kind of like the BOBOVR, and it was a really low price. So I asked some of you to try it out and tell me what you thought. Well, Geekvr has come out with their new strap, this Q2S Suctorial?
What did he say? What the f?
No, that's right. This says it's a Hot-Swappable Suctorial 5,000 milliamp hour battery, adjustable head strap with a super soft cushion. Is Suctorial a word?
Suck.
Suctorial, adjective, adapted for sucking.
What? Suck it!
So this head strap is gonna suck, and it's adapted for sucking.
Are we really doing this?
Yep.
Descriptive, for example, of the mouth parts of some insects. It's or of an animal having a sucker for feeding or adhering to something. So like a sucker fish is probably one, you know, the ones that clean your aquarium. Wow, I'm getting way off track here. Let's open this up. That's not what we're thinking.
This is getting weird. I pass.
We got a magnetical Hot-Swappable battery head strap. Why does it only say Suctorial on Amazon? I wanted to say that here on the package, because that's just fun. All right, geek, let's see what you got for us. I got high hopes now. Put this away. Safety first. The sucker. The stamen. We're just mixing all kinds of biology terms now. Looks like the same batteries as before. So this one is an elite style, unlike the last one. Not the best gear I've seen by a long shot. It's definitely very, it's very clicky and feels kind of cheap, but it actually like locks in when it clicks, which is nice. Sometimes they get really, you can really wiggle them real bad, and it feels pretty good there. This looks like the back of the sucker. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Top strap. I didn't install you upside down. I've done this so many times you wouldn't think I would need the instructions. The one thing I want in the instructions is what you're not telling me. I'm surprised this doesn't come installed or at least tell you the instructions, but basically it looks like what you're gonna do is you're just gonna slip this inside of, oh god, slip this inside of there and then Velcro it on. Usually you'll be used to ones that'll have like a slot here that you'll slide it through. Not with this one. I do love that even with everything Bobo has made, the whole thing just slides off as one unit still. Saves me a lot of trouble. Interestingly, for an elite style, doesn't look like this locks on. It looks like it slips on. So typically elite straps, you like snap them on over the side and they hold on. This, that'd be right? Huh, some odd decisions here. So it feels like it really should go forward because there's this gap here, but then in the instructions, it points an arrow to that gap. Doesn't say anything about the gap, but I'm guessing that's saying, hey, leave that gap. But then when you look at this, it has like this rubber here that it just feels like this should go forward more.
The hell's going on down here?
It's missing that tiny bit of non-Velcro that I like. If you've stuck with me a long time, you know what I'm talking about. Have a little tab here that's not Velcro, so it bends up in there. It's not a big deal, but when I'm swapping straps all the time, I just appreciate those. It'll make my life a little easier. Okay, come on, you're not sucking onto my head like you said you would.
Are you done? Are you seriously done?
See if I can do this without seeing anything. No. If you could do this without seeing, that would be pretty good, but I definitely don't feel like, maybe I have it backwards, upside down. Okay, maybe that's the connecting point. I'm feeling it, I thought this was the connecting point. There we go. 5,000 milliamp hours, pretty standard at this point. I think it's a 5200 on BOBOVRs. Yes, 5200. So you probably can get about 2.5 hours of extra battery out of it. It feels like a pretty standard elite strap. Pulls the weight onto your face like elite straps do, but it does have this padded top strap, which helps kind of balance some of that weight up. Weirdly, this doesn't weigh a lot. We still have a scale here, don't we? Is that zeroed out? I can't see. Nope, there's no way I'm gonna be able to see that. 124 grams, so yeah, it's not a lot of weight. Because I was gonna say, with or without that in the back, you're not really noticing that's like a counterweight. Do I have it upside down again? Yes, I do.
My one good brain cell.
So whether you had a battery in or not, it doesn't really feel like it needs the counterweight because of the way the elites suck onto your head, they just tighten up on the front and back, and it holds on pretty well because of that. I don't have any pinching going on the sides, although I don't have a lot of space. I mean, I can't even get a fingertip in there, but that's because of my big weird shaped head. Your head will probably be fine inside of this. The one thing, and I said it in the last Geekvr thing, it seems like such a simple idea to reach a battery behind your head and drop it in, but because they didn't make this like a rounded edge here like a bowl, when you drop it in, a lot of times I drop it there. And I'm like, why isn't it working? So you have to kind of aim it, and it's magnetic, it'll grip on, but you have to be a little more purposeful about like tipping it back. If there was just a ridge here, even a strap there, you could just drop this thing and it would always land in. These are little details. It doesn't make this strap terrible by any means, but it's just like one little bit more of plastic there, and it would just be like, well, maybe not like that. And it would just go in every time. That time it went in. Maybe you just have to drop it from higher. Maybe that's the real question here. Come on. How? No. No. It's gonna work one of these times, and then we're gonna slow motion it so beautiful into there. Just watch. Not that time. Not that time. That time. $60, one battery. You can buy the strap without the battery ability for $40, and I think another battery costs you $30, which would give you then the full swappability. It is USB-C, you have to charge it like that. It doesn't have a dock like, you know, Bobo and all that goodness. Not bad. If you want an elite strap, it is an elite strap, and it does a decent suctionality. That wasn't even the word. Suctorial. It's like tutorial and suck. It's like a sucking tutorial. So the Suctorial, maybe that's how I'm supposed to say it. Maybe I'm mispronouncing it. The Suctorial ability of it is pretty good. It hangs onto you like other elite straps. And if you're someone who really wanted an elite strap and you wanted a different option besides the Kiwi or the Bobo, it's probably worth checking out. It's got the battery, it's comfortable, it's lightweight. I can't knock it for any reasons other than my little nitpick bits here and there. But I will say, honestly, for $60, there's just tried and true proven ones now. I would probably go with one of those instead. But I'll leave a link in the description in case you want to check this one out, but I will leave a link to my favorite elites, the Kiwi Elite, the BOBOVR M1 as well, in case you want to check some of those out, and video review links to them too. Geekvr, you've been getting close. There's a couple little changes, like I said before, I'd love to see this just always land in that spot. We've had some fun with this one today. Have you got anything from Geekvr? Should Suctorial be the new thing that all head straps try to do when they're on you? I'd love to know. Thanks for coming out, and I'll see you in another reality. We learned new vocabulary today. Hot-Swappable Suctorial battery adjustable head strap. Oh, geek.